Hi everyone, this is Juliet here. I'm back in the sanctuary at West Hay. So I've only got a couple of minutes because I have to rush back home because I've got people that are coming and things happening. So just wanted to say how amazing it is that life just returns, and that even when we're in the darkest moment and we feel like we can't even see the light at the end of the tunnel, which is how I was feeling the other day, that this morning something very strange happened, is that I didn't wake up for hours and hours and slept a really long time. But when I woke up, I felt like amazing. I don't know what's happened and how anybody else feels, but I just feel like a huge weight lifted, and I feel completely normal, more normal than I've felt for a long time. And yeah, maybe things are moving, maybe the light is returning. I don't know, we're not quite at the solstice yet, but there's definitely, and it's not that the day is brighter. We have rain today, greyness, it's still just as dark and blustery. Astrid, hi. It's still a grey day, but yeah, just this feeling of aliveness has come in today for me. And yeah, so yeah, a quick thing is that I was really heartened by the number. I did a letter from Healing Waters, a newsletter, and I was really heartened by those of you that responded. They saw my newsletter and responded. And we've launched the crowdfunding for the polytunnel for the gardens, which is going to make such a difference to our garden members, that we can plant over the winter, that there's a community space, and we can get the gardens planted really early. The healing gardens are an incredible resource for the community, and it's wonderfully healing when people can come together and they can talk and they can share and they can be heard, whatever's going on for them. And yeah, just to feel that sense of connection is so powerful for us at this moment in time, because human beings need each other. I keep saying that human beings need each other, and we have to support each other. So please support me and the Healing Gardens by sharing the crowdfunding. We have to raise around £3,000 for the polytunnel. And unfortunately, the day that it was scheduled that we were doing this mental health very, very small gathering around our bonfire and to do a raffle for the polytunnel, that's when the police came and said, threatened me with an incredible £10,000 fine, that if I did light the bonfire, then that's what would happen. So interesting that now there's been something in the media saying that these £10,000 fines are completely wrong and inhuman, and that you can't give people £10,000 fines. They have sent me a penalty. So I guess in the process of giving people a space, I work with mental health, I work with people who are suicidal, I work with the homeless, I work with people in all sorts of extraordinarily difficult situations on a daily basis. And in the process of doing that, then I got jumped on. And I think really the police are just as confused and frightened around what's going on as all of us. So it's like to stay in our hearts, to stay compassionate, to keep finding our voices, speaking for the truth, trying to search what is the truth, what's not the truth, because it's very confusing at this point in time, and to do our own personal healing work. And I think the piece that we need to do very much at the moment is about the collective trauma and the abuse that's happening to humanity, the power over this what many call the patriarchal system. That doesn't mean to say that men are bad. It's the power over system that's oppressing men and women at this point in time. So that's the macrocosm, the collective trauma. So what is the microcosm? And that's my own personal healing piece. So it's the interconnection between my own personal healing piece and the collective, which sometimes is very difficult to see, but we can keep bringing it back to the personal And for me, the piece is, what's my relationship with my father? What was the holding that my father gave my family? Was he abused himself, which he was? Was he oppressed himself? He was. Was he able to protect me? No, he couldn't. Did he abuse me personally? He didn't abuse me personally, but there was a lot of violence in my family. And I think this issue of abuse and trauma within families, it touches us all, and it's coming up very much into the collective at the moment, the whole issue about abuse. And yeah, how safe were we in our families, and at this moment, how safe are we collectively with what's happening, whether we're frightened of a virus or frightened of an authoritarian takeover. It's that feeling of lack of safety. So what makes us feel safe is our connections with each other. What helps to heal that is our working on our own personal trauma issues and supporting other people to do that. So I've got to go. It's lovely here. I wish I could do a very long walk. So lots of love to you all. Be well. And to know there is always light at the end of the tunnel, and life can return no matter what. Bye for now. Bye.